All right, shalom, Lord of Christ. Hopefully, y'all can hear me now. I'm just give it a second so I could. Okay, that sounds good. I guess. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Yeah. All right. So, it's all the pod. You can make. See one time. But all right. So we'll definitely go ahead and get everything started or whatever. Um, if anybody got any questions or whatever, we'll go ahead and give y'all some time to get them in, and we'll go ahead and get them started. Let me see. Shalom to Just Starting Paint. Shalom to all right, Aaron Baldwin. All right. All right. So shout out to the brothers. Shout out to the sister who made food tonight, right? Was it any deviled eggs in there? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, no doubt. So shout out to the sister for that. Let me see. Hold on, I can't even hear. Can I hear? All right. So for all the brothers and sisters that's in the chat, renewing your mind, everybody that's in the chat, shout out to y'all. Also, if y'all got any questions, just go ahead and type them in. These baby cups. We'll get them on. Hopefully, brothers are studying. And sisters too as well. Hopefully, y'all out there studying. Remember, when you come to class, go like come like you really going to class. You know what I'm saying? Like bring something to write something down on. You know what I'm saying? Like just don't think you're just gonna just retain the whole Bible without writing nothing down. It ain't gonna happen. Also, remember we got the Passover coming up. So if you don't have your tickets, look, you just better get them. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So you get them now because why do I got one bar for yeah. Could somebody check the could y'all put a one in the chat if the feed is good? If y'all could, Salakia. I guess they can't hear it or nothing because it only showing nobody putting the one in the chat. Okay, they putting the ones. All right, yeah, let's get it. All right, let's get it. All right, so now we've been saying it over and over and over again, and we got to keep saying it because a lot of our brothers and sisters tend to forget. Hopefully, nobody in here. All right. So before we get started, like I said, I'll ask one more time and then I'll just go ahead and get in my topic. Does anybody got any questions that they are kind of stuck on or whatever in the scriptures and you good? Just let me know. All right. We'll give it a second. All right. All right. So this is the scripture I want. All right. So like the general said last night, the general, I was watching General Muhammad's class last night. Like he said, the Passover is coming up, and it's a glorious time of the year that brothers and sisters get to see brothers you haven't seen in a long time, or maybe brothers you might have seen on Facebook or YouTube. You've seen them doing their videos, but you never really got a chance to meet them in person. You'll be able to do that at the Passover, but it is imperative that you understand that the Passover is not about you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you in a relationship where, y'all arguing or whatever at the Passover, you cannot do no arguing. For that whole week or whatever you down there, we're going to love each other and we're going to get along, right? Because if you get into the Passover and trust me, we're watching it. If you get in the Passover and you get on there and it's on some BS, you will be bounced out of the Passover. Straight up like that. You'll be bounced out. Your rib will be gone, and we'll just confiscate her liquor. How we're gonna do that? Just so everybody understands that, And if you like the general said, if you're an alcoholic, you better hide it at the Passover. You know, don't get in the Passover, like he said, and try to make it all about you. Don't get in the Passover and faint, and then we got to call the ambulance. We're going to be, like he said, we're going to be around somebody, we all going to be around you, fanning you, and somebody got to prop your legs up. Look, the Passover is not about you, all right? So as long as you understand that going into it, you should be good to go, all right? All right, so I'm gonna try to stay in the middle. I'm gonna try to stay right here, unless I'm looking at the camera. I mean, unless I'm looking at the thing or whatever, because I started noticing like a lot of my videos, I'll be kind of off to the side a lot. So I'm gonna try to stay right here, try to stay focused on staying in the middle. All right. So the foundation that we all must adhere to is a foundation that every other nation adheres to. Right? That's the one that we don't want to adhere to. And when you look at it, it's so crazy, right? Y'all, like, you know, a lot, like, okay, I be talking to people, right? And they be talking about how, well, I'll put it like this. It's a lot of people out there and you can see them on social media that's understanding that Joe Biden didn't do anything and is not going to do anything for blacks and Hispanics, right? And people are starting to really, I guess, wake up to that fact. But a lot of people that did want to vote, you know, Trump out of office are coming to the realization that Trump is going to come back. If y'all haven't seen, I seen a documentary the other day. Do you know Trump is like literally rallying right now? Like Trump has an organic following. You know, like NBA YoungBoy? Like NBA YoungBoy, he don't have to, they was talking about how NBA YoungBoy, he don't have to, you know, do interviews. He don't have to have promotion. He don't have to have anything because his core group of fans are so hardcore that he doesn't have to go and do the things that a typical artist would have to do, right? So in that respect, Donald Trump is going to come back again. And I'm saying it right now. I said it like a year ago, but I'm saying it right now. I'm gonna say it again. Y'all can hold me to it. Maybe you know what I'm saying, it might not. I got a $20 bet on it already. But mark my word, Donald Trump. Now they said that he hasn't, you know, formally, you know, announced that he was going to run in 2024. But with all the things that's going on right now, and the fact that, you know, and what you're starting to see is that, you know, a lot like Donald Trump is starting to look way better than Biden. You know what I'm saying? And you starting like, and who else makes a damn, who else is campaigning while there's a president sitting in office? Like if you look at Donald Trump, he literally has rallies going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like just go on YouTube and just type it in. If you haven't seen none of that stuff, just type it in and you will see Donald Trump is still like he has people coming to his rally and all of that. And he's talking about endorsing this lady who's the governor of Arizona right now. She's the governor of Arizona. And and they was talking about how he might be considering her as his running mate for 2024. And and Donald Trump's going to be back. And that's why I say, you know, we get away from our brotherhood because we just want to put all our, you know, eggs in one basket, and we say, okay, well, we just gotta just all believe in one, you know, one oppressor candidate from either, you know what I'm saying, and we think that he's going. You see it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I ain't BSing, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I was watching. I'm like, I'm just watching this documentary, and I'm like, yo, I'm thinking to myself, he gonna come back. What'd it say? Yeah, because I'm trying to tell you, like, you're gonna see, and this is definitely gonna be so necessary for him to come out because that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we need that separation. You know what I'm saying? It's like the way our mind works, right? The way Israel's mind works is that when the Republicans are in office, then we want to be about separation, being woke, right? Everybody want to be woke when it's a Republican in office, such as Donald Trump. But then when, you know, Biden gets in office, then it's about diversity and us, all coming together, and we got to embrace people. You know what? I was looking at this cat, right? And he was like talking about, yeah, we getting all these acres of land, right? We got three, I think, I forgot what brother it was. We got 300 acres. We got all these acres of land, right? Now, and these brothers are in the world, right? And you got to look at it like this, right? There's nothing wrong with buying acres of land, right? And wanting to build, communities on it or whatever it is, right? Whatever your intentions are. But the reality of it is it's not going to work if you don't have the Lord with you when you do it. It sounds good. Like, yeah, we got 1,000 acres. Yeah, let's go out here and let's all move on this land. Okay, so so we're going to all move on this land, and we're going to move in, and we're going to be, homosexuals. We're going to be drug dealers, carjackers, murderers, thugs, gang members. So we're all going to move on this land, and somehow we're going to all just get along. You know what's going to happen? The oppressor's going to shut it down. That's what's going to happen. He's going to come on that land, or he's going to send somebody in on that private property that's going to somehow infiltrate it with guns, infiltrate it with drugs, whatever it is, and it's going to fall apart. Because whenever we try to do something without the Lord in it, it's not going to work. And then guess what else will happen? What's the one thing now? If the brothers and sisters that are in the world, they get 1,000 acres, 2,000 acres, what's going to happen eventually? Somebody please read my mind right now. So they got 2,000 acres, right? And I'm talking about, for the brothers that don't know, I seen this video about this group. It's like this group of dudes or whatever. They like, yeah, we got 1,000 acres. We got all this and that. We're going to build our own communities, blah, 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 right? Which is nothing wrong with buying land or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But what's the reality of it? What's the reality? What? So we all going to go and we're going to stay on this land and we're going to be able to build a kingdom inside of a kingdom without actually having military power? Because what would happen? Soon as it would be thriving, what would happen? Go ahead. They would, because we got the proof of that, right? We seen Seneca Village. We seen Rosewood. We seen Black Wall Street. Because without military power, then you can't protect nothing. You can't build a kingdom, because the minute you the oppressor looks at that, he's gonna say, I'm shutting it down, right? And you can't start a new nation with the same old vices that people have going into something new. You see what I'm saying? So we're supposed to live on this land with child molesters. We're supposed to live, because that's coming, right? That's definitely going to come. As soon as we get on some land and we still try to go in there just like how we are right now. Weed smoking, everything is just going to be the same. Women going to get raped, everything, all the ills is going to happen. But what's y'all hear all of that. But what's the main thing that's going to happen if we get our own land without the Lord, right? Without changing our lives, without changing. What's the main thing that's going to happen on that land? Right. That's right. But that's not exactly what I'm looking for. Who are we going to allow to come in? Exactly. It just would be a matter of time. We can have our own police station. We can have our own clubs on the land. We can have our own housing. We can have everything, stores, restaurants. And guess what'll happen? We'll let the oppressor in. Because guess what the motto of the community is going to be? All is welcome. We're all one people. You just can't be the way that you are, on the land, right? What's going to happen to the brothers who don't have a foundation like Brotherhood? What's going to happen when you have your fights and stuff like that? How are you going to get them solved? The same way you was getting them solved before you came on that land. You see what I'm saying? What are you going to do? What's going to happen? The same thing. And guess what? The oppressor's going to come in there and he's going to shut it down and confiscate the 1,000 acres that you just tried to make this beautiful community with. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to just get everybody to understand is we can't do anything without the Lord being in it. We can't. That's exactly why we're in the condition that we're in. Mataza, let me see. I need a brother, Matazian. Let me get which one I want. You know the one I want. To prove you. Hold on. I need that scripture. Judge. Let me see. I think that's Judges 5:3. To prove you. Hold on. Let me find it. Judges 3 and 4. Hold on. Oh, okay. No, I want Deuteronomy 8 and 2. Oh, okay, you got the mic. Hold on, let me. Okay, let me unmute you. All right, you got it, warrior.
Deuteronomy 8 verses 2.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God lead thee these 40 years in the wilderness to humble thee and to prove thee.
To what? Say that one more time.
To prove thee.
Say it one more time, warrior.
To prove thee.
See, that's what the Lord is doing now. The Lord. That's why you have East Indians on every single block. That's why you have Arabs in all the chicken spots. That's why you have white women around. That's why you have all these other nations around, because the Lord is what? Say it one more time.
To prove thee.
That's what the Lord is doing. We live this life in these horrible conditions, one, because of our disobedience, but also now that we're in this situation, it's so that the Lord can prove us. You know what I mean? Because how is the Lord going to start a new world, a new everything, and we're gonna put it like this? Do you understand that when we go into the kingdom, you're gonna have power, right? You're gonna have power, right? If you make it, right? You're gonna make it. If you make it, right? You're gonna have power. So how are you gonna go into the next kingdom and not have sex with white women? Because if they're your slaves, right? They're gonna be, handmaids and all that kind of stuff. The Lord is proving you so that you to see if you can be around these people and not indulge in Christmas. Right. You can be around people and not do drugs. You see what I'm saying?
Kind of one kind.
It's people like, as an example, it's people like Black Jesus Minister. Like I'm just using him because he's the latest person, the latest video that I watched. But men like him will never rule in the kingdom of heaven. He doesn't have the spirit to rule in the kingdom of heaven. And I don't even think, like, before that brother died, like, we all got a chance to get it right, but as far gone off as that brother is, I don't think he would ever change.
Right.
Pride would never let him change.
Yeah, because the Lord don't want everybody. That's why Christ spoke in parables. You should just be glad that you get it. That's why you hear it, because you get it. Don't be a nut that get this gift from the Lord and then just throw it back out there and just go back in the world like you some damn goofy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to literally be a goofy to get this kind of information and then go back in the world and just choose to go back to sleep. Right. You're an idiot. Right. Because now you didn't came this far. Think about it, right? Mentally. You came this far to sit in this class, right? The brothers and sisters that's online right now, they came that far mentally to get this truth, right? So when you go back in the world, you ain't gonna be able to identify with nobody no more. You're gonna be at the club trying to kick knowledge, and everybody gonna be like, man, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gonna be like Sharif, the nigga at the cooler, the nigga like, yo, hey brother, we got, we Israelites. Nigga ain't trying to hear that. What you talking about? Move out the way, man. Let me get to this brew. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that brother. So it will be best for you to stick around and give us your years. You know what I'm saying? Give us your years. You know what I'm saying? Give it to us so that we can, because it all boils down to loyalty. If you ain't got no damn loyalty, then what type of brother are you? You know what I'm saying? What type of sister are you? You ain't got no damn loyalty. At this point, you are old ass unloyal person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Unloyal old head or unloyal young boy. That's what it is. And until we understand that, this is how life is always going to be. Life is going to be where you're just a person that's just undecided. And then when do we decide? When the doctor tell you got cancer. That's when you're like, yeah, they gotta get right with God. Yeah, you know. When the doctor tell you what you shouldn't want to just serve the Lord when the Jack boys got a gun to your head and got you duct taped in the crib. You don't want to start praying to God then. Pray to the Lord and get your life right when it's good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing going on. That's what you want to do. You don't want to be that brother that gets spit out of here. And yeah, you might get some years out of here, and you might be able to smoke all the weed you want because Esau making it to where you could just smoke your face off. And I think they selling. I heard a sister said they sell gummies now at the damn gas station. It said you got to be 21 to buy it though. Now just imagine all the stuff that they want to experiment on. It's at the gas station. Anything they want to experiment on, black people, Hispanics, where they put it at? The gas station. So you're like, yeah, let me get that bath salt. And you be the nigga on the damn camera. They be like, get him some milk. Because you know what I mean? They get you some spice or some K2 for $3. You can smoke your face off and then try to eat somebody.
That's great.
And that's what they do, right? They like, okay, well this makes people psychotic. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't see that stuff up in the oppressors community. You don't see none of that. The stores are totally different. I went to King of Prussia Mall and I was like, it was like Fendi, Gucci, it was like Louis Vuitton. I'm like, ain't even no point in me going to those stores to even look. Right. But one thing I did know, this is a sidebar. When I went to the mall and I went past the Gucci store, it was just a long line of black people. That was a sidebar. I even said it. I was like, they had it was like they was only letting certain people in the store at a time. They wouldn't even let like a whole bunch of people in the store at a time. But like our people were just wrapped around the damn building going into the store. But my point is to say this, man. It's back to the point. But the Lord is trying to prove you, and that's why you in here, right? Read on. Any more on that, warrior?
To prove thee, to know what was in thy heart.
Right. Go ahead, keep going.
Whether thou wouldst keep his commandments or no. Right.
That's the Lord is just seeing what's in your heart, man. If you leave, then you never was really here in the first place. You never really got down with us in the first place. You just a jive turkey. That's what you are. You know what I'm saying? If you a sister, you a jive turkey too. They go both ways. It's equal, right? Ain't that what sisters be talking about? Equality?
Kind of one kind.
Yeah, you equal. You a jive turkey too.
Right.
Same thing. How can we sit in these classes and talk about brotherhood if you ain't gonna have none?
Right.
And you don't have no intentions on having none. How you gonna sit in here for 5 years, a sister too, for 5 years and not have no sisterhood?
Right.
You understand? Like you have to embrace it at all costs. It just has to be it. It has to be the foundation. You cannot go through this. You cannot go through the walk in the truth being fake. Eventually, it's so like how they say it's only so long fake thugs can pretend. It's only so long. Remember Jay Reed? Remember y'all remember that Jay Reed with N2D? Yeah, remember Jay Reed? It was only so long he could pretend, and before they was like, "You gonna do something?" Right. You know what I'm saying? Then he had to, it just got too much for him. You know what I'm saying? Remember he tried shooting at the, it's like, yo, you hit him? Wow, he's shooting everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere else but the dude he's supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? But then what would he do after that? Remember he put him with Ozzy and Gash. Remember it was remember Ozzy and Gash, that was Sticky Fingers in the other character, and they took him down. Remember he was like, if he makes it out of that, then let him come to me. You know what I'm saying? And they put him in one position. So it's only so long you can pretend before they're gonna put you in a situation, before you're gonna get put in a situation by the Lord, and we're gonna find out that you never was really real in the first place.
Right.
Kind of one kind.
All right. So any more on that, warrior?
La.
Let me get. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
So like there was a question online. I don't know if you caught it.
What was it?
I wasn't in here.
What was the question?
And Aaron Baldwin about Leviticus 7:23. So,
Hold on. Let me see. 1 second, y'all. Leviticus 7:23. Let me see.
he just says, I had a question about Leviticus 7:23 and put the scripture and it didn't say what the question was.
Let me just read it real quick. Okay, Leviticus 7:23, it says, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, you shall eat no manner of fat of ox or of sheep or of goat. Next verse. And the fat of the beast that dieth of itself. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about not eating. We're not supposed to eat an animal that died on his own. Any animal that we eat, you gotta kill it. You know what I mean? You can't just see. You know, that's you can't be raw meat. Hey, go ahead, Matata Pop.
It says you can use it for any other use,
Right.
but you can't use it. You can't. But it shall know why, and you shall know why it's eaten.
Right.
So,
Right.
like,
Can you have the mic, please? If you don't
So,
mind, Ratazian, could you please?
So just so
the brothers at home can hear you.
you can use it. You can use it for whatever things that you use fat for. Give me some stuff that you use fat for. Candle, oil to burn, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
You could use it for all those different types of things, but you can't use it as cooking or nothing. You can't eat it like that.
Mm-hmm. So, and then it says, right, because remember it said that we can't eat of an animal that dieth of itself, right? But we can sell it to a heathen, right? We can sell it to a heathen if you just go out back and your cow is dead, and the cow is dead.
Right.
You could chop that cow up and sell it to the East Indians.
Yep.
Verse 25.
Verse 25. For whosoever eateth the fat of the beast, which men offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, even the soul that eateth it shall be cut off from his people.
Right. It's because you're royalty. You got the blood of kings running through your veins.
Right.
We got the blood of Solomon running through us. The blood of King David. The blood of Christ running through us. So the Lord don't want you eating something that's beneath you. I don't see why we're so jacked up and so just so conditioned to eat pork. Like, you know what I mean? We'll rationalize eating pork so much. Like anything is too much of, like, you got to look at it sideways. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to like Burger King, the Baconator, the Junior Baconator, the Chicken Club bacon, the bacon on the salad, bacon on everything. You see what I'm saying? When you go to any fast food restaurant, you go out to eat, bacon on this, bacon on that. We got shrimp rolled in bacon. We got crab cakes with bacon rolled around the crab cakes. It's like it's just too much. Why is bacon on everything?
Right.
See what I'm saying? You gotta look at that sideways. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at it, like so many of our people just so happy. It's just so much weed out here. You gotta look at like the ulterior motives behind all of that. Yeah, it's weed everywhere. Like just weed everywhere. Like damn, you know what I'm saying? Like it got to be something behind that. And you know what's behind that is they just want to keep you high all the time. That's really all it is. Because if you high all the time, you will never be focused on what's really going on in the earth.
Right.
You will never be focused on it. And you'll just be so concerned with just loving everybody, and just kissing everybody, and just being about just getting along with everybody. When the reality of it is nobody wants to get along with you.
Right.
We see what's going on right now. We can learn something from the Ukrainians. We definitely we can learn because they have something to fight for. That's power. Something that they are unified in, and they are fighting for that. We don't have nothing to fight for because we don't see ourselves as a nation. We just a bunch of people that are just existing. We just so much individuals, right? We just fight for the right to just be individuals, right? When that is so goddamn far from the truth. Oh, nigga, we ain't individuals. You know how and I always say this, but you know how I know we not individuals? Because when I go out to the club, everybody got Jordan 1s on. Everybody got skinny jeans on. Everybody got the same stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got Timberlands. Everybody's on TikTok. Everybody's on Instagram. Where's this individuality coming from? It's like we're the only ones that want to embrace individualism. When the reality of it is, yeah, the oppressor can be individual. He can be an individual. She can be an individual, right? The oppressor, because they have group cohesion. They're strong as a group. So because they're so strong as a group, they can be individuals. You know, it's not a big deal for them. But they want us to embrace that ideology so that they know that it'll be a harder battle for you to fight getting up. See what I'm saying? And that's what we fought for. And I'm going to keep saying it until we understand it. That's what the civil rights movement was about. It was about us fighting to be individuals and not have to be forced to be with each other. Right? Nobody would, because that's got to be the worst thing that could ever happen to a brainwashed Negro, is being forced to be with black people. And that's all we want to do. We just wanted to just be with white women. But just, yeah, as long as we can be with white women, you're right. At least as long as we can, white women can be with black men. I mean, black women can be with white men. That's really all we really fought for anyway, just so that we can have that individuality. You know what I mean? So just to say that I'm not a Negro. I'm something different. I'm an individual. And because of that, you get stomped, right? What kind of, and it's like y'all, you know what I mean? I'm gonna bring it back. But and this is why there is no, outside of ISUPK, there is no manhood.
Right.
And there is no manhood. Think about this, right? We strong people, right? We strong, right?
Right.
So how do we let some little East Indian shovel all the money out of our ghetto? Week after week, month after month, year after year. I know these Chinese stores been around here as long as I've been alive. And they've been in the same spot, shoveling the money out of here. And we'll allow, we strong, we'll kill each other, right? We'll shoot the whole block up. But nobody thought to put, and I'm not saying you should do this, but nobody thought to stop what's really going on, And these people, so how do you let some little person oppress you? Somebody that's little and scrawny, and how are they able to oppress you and take all the money? Like we fighting over drugs. We fighting over little bread. They making $500,000 a year off chicken wing money. I'm not talking about the Mugu guy paying, not talking about the teriyaki sticks. I'm not talking about the shrimp fried rice. I'm talking about the chicken wings alone. They making $500,000 a year off of chicken wings. And they sending their kids to Yale and Harvard. Why? Because they can afford the tuition. They don't got to get no scholarship to go to Yale and all that. They just pay the money. Why? Because we don't have no brotherhood. We ain't got no sisterhood. And if we can't have it in here and the truth, then what is you doing? You might as well just go ahead and get your free time now. You know what I mean? You might as well just go ahead and just do what you got to do. Just drop out. You know what I mean? Like, don't, like I said it, you know what I'm talking about? Like, don't try to get suicide by the brotherhood. You know how, like, when a person just can't kill themselves, they'll try to get the cops to do it. They'll call the cops and pull a gun out on the cop so the cop will kill them, so that it's called suicide by cop, because you don't have enough heart and enough balls to kill yourself, to put a gun to your own head and blow your brains out, right? You don't have enough, balls to kill your damn self. And it's just like that with this truth. You don't have enough balls to say, you know what? I don't believe this. I believe that Gentiles can be saved. I believe that y'all are all wrong about multiple wives. I believe that this is not the truth. And I believe that the ISUPK is a sham. That's what you really believe. But because you're too be-made, you try to say, well, see, they ain't got no brotherhood in there. That's why I ain't going back to class. Oh, the sister. Oh, yeah, well, the sisters, they don't have no sisterhood. That's why I can't come to class no more. Right? So now you then flipped it. So now it seems Satan then got in your head so that you can convince yourself that the reason you're not here is not because of yourself, but because of somebody else. And if you will let somebody else get you out the truth, then you weak as hell anyway. And you need to get stronger. You know, that's what you need to do. You need to get strong. You need to get around some strong sisters in the school. If you are a sister that's dealing with that, you need to get around some strong sisters in the truth that's going to give you some good counsel, not the sisters that's going to just agree with every damn thing you say. Matalipa, I believe you had your hand up or something like that. Right. It's not going to just believe, just get down with everything you say. Like, yeah, you're right, sis. Yeah, that kind of, that's kind of sister. You don't want to be like that. You want to be the sister that say, sis, you better get strong. You know what I mean? Right. The sisters can teach. They just can't teach us. But they can teach, right? Teach these sisters how to get some damn sisterhood. Especially if you've been around the goddamn school for a long time, then do it, right? Everything ain't perfect, right? It's the same thing for brothers too, right? Meaning that, yeah, we're going to have, disagreements here and there, right? Very rarely do the brothers have disagreements, right? But if you have a disagreement, you go and you talk to that brother and you figure it out. You don't like, okay, if a brother got an issue with me, right? I don't meet the brothers. The brothers say, hey, you got an issue with me, or I feel like you got an issue with me. You know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to have brotherhood in that. You're supposed to say, you know what, bro? You know what? I'm my bad. You know what? Sometimes I was just going through something. Maybe it would have came off wrong, but I didn't mean to come off like that. Salakia. You know what I'm saying? You gained a brother. See what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say. You gain a brother when you can go to them and them alone, and you can stop 90% of the things from even going to counsel by just hearing the brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a lot, man. It's really not, like, hard to be in the truth. I don't see a lot of people make it so goddamn hard. And you just think that the truth is about you, and it's not. That's what General Muhammad was talking about last night. So now, because you just, everything got to be about you, because your husband got another wife, and it just got to be, because he don't spend time with you, and it just got to be about you at the goddamn Passover. You know what I mean? And then when the journalists is up there, you think they can't see? They got the best seat in the house. They looking in the crowd, and they see you over there. They see you over there like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They see you. The minute they see that, they gonna send a brother over like, everything all right? And you over there checking your rib because she tripping because you got your other rib there at the damn Passover. And she's mad because you going back to her room, the other rib's room. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about you. The truth is not about you. It's not about any of us. It's about the Lord and serving the Lord. That's really all it's about. It's like, if I was to go in the hospital and the brother didn't come see me, I'm not gonna be like, that ISUBK is not real because brothers didn't come see me. What the hell? I would rather you just go out and do the work. Just go to camp. Just go to camp. I'll be all right. You know what I mean? Just go to camp. That's the best thing you could do. But so many people just think that this whole truth is about themselves because really you don't got no brotherhood. You just think that the brotherhood and the sisterhood is just about you and how you feel. And this is what we got to change. Let me get Titus. Oh, I think that was it, right? What was that in the middle of a scripture? Slacky, y'all.
Nah, sir, that was it.
All right.
Another one popped up.
Okay. How to talk about how to talk to your kids about, about all the homosexuality. Remember the scriptures say, raise up a child the way that he should go. He should go. Right? We in the truth. Bring the kids to class. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're going to be bad as hell. Yeah, we know that. They're going to be bad. They're going to be running around all the damn time. But, you're going to have to teach them to sit down sometimes. you know. And then also, you know, you teach kids no matter what. You know, Matanza Pa is an excellent damn example of that. Matanza Yan is an excellent example of that. What the hell what the hell you care about children being disappointed for? Well, see, I gotta get them something on their birthday because I just don't want them to be disappointed. Life is about disappointments. You know what I mean? Teach them now. At least now you can understand that you're not gonna get anything that you want in this life. And it's better for them to know it now, before they grow up and be a goddamn spoiled brat. But now you just an old spoiled brat. You know what I mean? And you're not able to handle the things that come up in life because you're just so used to just getting what the hell you want all the damn time.
Right.
And women like that too is you know, you see them on TikTok right now, just getting what they want, all the likes they want. I mean, half naked, with no shame at all.
Right.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if that's the one I want. Salakia. Hold on, I got it written in my notes. It is.
I had a different one. Salakia.
Hold on, Salakia. Oh, you had a different one? Go ahead.
Common concept. This is one I read last night in class. This is Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4 through 7. It says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Mm-hmm. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart.
That's right.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
That's right.
And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up."
Mm-hmm. Right. That's what you're supposed to do. Teach the kids, man, that, you know, teach them now. They teaching them that Christopher Columbus discovered America now.
Right.
They ain't waiting on that. They teaching them Christmas right now. Right? They ain't waiting on that. Teach them right now. Tell them exactly what it is. Hey, look, this ain't the right thing to do. A man should be with a man. I mean, a woman. Salakia. A man should be with a woman, and a woman should be with a man.
Right.
That's what you should be teaching them.
Right.
the brother. Salakia.
He going
I didn't mean to say that. What that? You got my back?
Yeah, I got you back.
Yeah, no sweat. But you get my point. My point is to say that's what you should be teaching them, man. That a man should be with a woman, and a woman should be with a man.
Man, right.
Period. You know, and that's the way they go. You know, you see, look, we got two different things. Remember they used to teach us that? I got this, he got this, and she got this. It's only two different things, right? Teach them the right way to go. You know, it's a glory in having a boy that's you're raising to be a man.
Right.
What man wants to raise a boy to be a girl?
Dwayne Wade.
It's a lot. You know what I mean? Who wants to do that? It's no, and that goes to the sexual confusion on our children.
Right.
And it reaffirms the understanding that there is no such thing as black parents. There is no such thing as black parents. not in America. Because anything the oppressor thinks about, that's what we do. That's what they teach your kids. And guess what? That's what we teach. We teach our kids whatever we get taught from the oppressor. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, you gotta live your life. Now we not gonna be called men or women. We're gonna be called cisgender, and we're gonna be called non-binary. Who that? When was niggas saying non-binary? You know what I mean?
Right.
When did women start saying toxic masculinity? When was that ever in? I know they weren't saying that in the 90s. I know they wasn't saying non-binary and cisgender. They wasn't saying that. You talking about, you weirdo? Got our women like talking like weirdos, regurgitating what you hear from the oppressor.
Right.
Like, yeah, these just thugs and animals. When did we start? Remember Trina said that? We got these animals and thugs just running around Miami, just riding. Like, who talks like that? You don't talk like that, especially to me. You know what I mean? To the black man, you don't talk like that. But because you get on a platform, you want to regurgitate the same sentiments that the oppressor's woman is talking about, because that makes you feel like you're not one of us because you got a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Let me see. The brother who asked that question. All right.
Did you want that other one to train up a child?
Let me get Titus 2 and 1. Go ahead, you got it, boy. You got it. Give that brother the mic. Can you see me again?
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 1. But speak thou these things, which become sound doctrine.
Right now, Titus is getting taught by Paul to basically how to get that school right.
Right.
You know, if you a brother in here, you want power in the school, and you want power, no sweat. That's fine. You know what I mean? But also, you got to do the work to get it. You can get it righteously, but you got to put the work in to get it.
Right.
Like the general said last night, don't think just because you're an officer of 500, you are admiral in Esau's army, and you just gonna go and just try to bully 50s and troopers.
That's right.
No, that's not what power is about. Power is not about you oppressing your brothers, right? But rank and order does keep order within a organization, right? Within a nation, you have to have rank and order. Rank and order works everywhere, right?
Right.
If you my mans and we get in the car, where are you sitting at? And if it's my car. Right, that's rank. Right. We don't know these. These two other brothers is cool, but you my homeboy. We knew each other long. So rank states that you ride shotgun. You gonna get in the back, and then this cat that I just met is sitting up front? No, that's not the way rank goes. At your job, there is rank. There is at my slavery, it's a plant manager. It's the skater manager. Then it's me, right? But it's another cat that I work with, and he's a master electrician. I'm an electrician too, but he outranks me because he's a master electrician. We already know that. So if all three of us is working on the job and some stuff got to get, taken over here or moved or whatever like that, I already know my position because rank just dictates that. You know what I mean? So rank is experienced every part of your life. But the reason that brothers have a problem with it is because it's niggas doing it. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You have no issue with going to your slavery and the oppressor telling you, mop this forward, go over here, do this, do that. You don't have no issue with doing it. Why? Because you know that if you don't do it, you ain't gonna get no money here. So you do it. But here in the school, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to no other man. What you talking about? You listen to a man every morning. Every morning you wake up and you go to your slavery, you listening to a man or a woman, period, one way or the other. So we got to get up off of that and start to understand that rank and order is necessary, right? All right, so keep going.
Khan. That aged men be sober, grave.
The what? The aged men be what?
That the aged men be sober.
Meaning, don't be a goddamn drunk. Gotta be sober minded, especially if you're gonna be a brother that's gonna be over the school, right? You gotta understand, and you gotta be a type of brother that could be able to function well under pressure. And you have to be a type of brother that's just not an asshole. Salakia for my language. Right. You gotta be that type of a brother. Like, you see something going on, you get the men out of there. Your job is to get the men home safe. Whenever you with the men, get them home safe, right? That's the main thing you want to do. You don't want to be that type of brother that can't focus. You know what I mean? You just, hey, we in the truth, nobody in the world care about that.
That's right.
So you got to be smart. You know what I mean? You can't be a brother that's just, not sober-minded. Right? Keep going.
Khan. Sound in faith.
Sound in faith.
Oh,
right?
Salaki. I'm Salaki. Grave.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Grave.
Reverent. Like.
Go ahead. Huh? That's right. Firm. You gotta go ahead.
Serious.
Right, exactly. You gotta be a serious man. And every brother that's in here, that's what you're saying. You know, if you don't have your name yet, that's perfectly fine. Because you keep working at it, you're gonna get it, right? But what you're saying is that I want to be a serious man. And everybody that encounters me is going to look at me like a serious person.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So I know when I go to the hood and I walk up to, you know what I mean, the drug dealers on the corner, they look at me like, this is a serious brother right here.
Right.
He's not a brother that's like, you know, corny. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Even though they hustle, you know, don't sweat. What's going on? What y'all brothers up to? Oh yeah, we have an election this weekend, man. It's gonna be on this, blah, 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 blah. Y'all brothers should come through. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, what's going on? Every time I come out the house, I see the drug dealer. Yo, what's going on, man? Oh yeah, man, I'm on my way down to class. You know what I'm saying? Yo, won't you swing through? See what I'm saying? Like they see like, okay, this brother here is a serious brother about what he believes in.
Right.
And if you want to have power in the school, you have to be a brother that is grave, a brother that's serious, right? Keep
Right.
on.
Colonel Wakan. Temperate.
What does that mean?
Patient.
You got to be a brother that's not emotional. You know, you got to be, like you said, say that one more time.
Patient.
Yeah. You got to be a brother that's disciplined.
Right.
That's what that means. Disciplined. You got to be a brother that's disciplined. You can't just be undisciplined. No matter what situation we in. If we at the club, you got to be disciplined, my man. You can't be at the club just acting a goddamn fool, and then somebody got to come over there and just, you know, and bring you back. No, you got to be disciplined all the time. We out at the club, the captain say, yo, we out. If you sitting there talking to a broad, cut it short. It's over, done. Hey, slack it. All right, sis, I'm out. You feel me? That's what it's about. It's about you got to be a disciplined man. You can't be a brother that's undisciplined. And I'm using the club because that's an extreme to the opposite of, you know, school and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We out in the world or whatever. But if you're in the school, you got to be disciplined too. You know what I mean? You got to be well-rounded. All right? Keep going.
Colonel Wakan. Sound in faith. In charity. In patience.
You got to be patient with brothers, man. You got to be patient with sisters too. Right? You gotta be that brother that's, you know, yeah, I'm gonna be patient with you, man. You know what I'm saying? But some brothers, you can be patient with them, but they won't really come around. So then it'd be like you just wasting your damn time. You know, I've wasted my time on a few people. I've wasted my damn time, wasted all the breath I had, just up here just doing magic tricks for these classes, and then you just still leave. And I just wasted my damn time. But the brothers that are out there, the sisters that are out there that will get this, that's who I'm doing this for. I'm not doing it for these weirdos that I'm wasting my time on. Keep going.
Colonel Wakan. Verse 3. The aged woman likewise.
Right. The aged woman likewise. The same that we just said for these brothers is the same way the sisters should be.
Right.
But like the general said, and he brought out, women just want to be babies. I don't know. I had sex with him. I made a mistake. No, you can't keep making mistakes. Like, damn, how many mistakes you gonna make?
Right.
You can't keep making mistakes just because you're a female.
Right.
The scripture just said it right here, didn't it? It said the aged woman likewise. That's old Quaker English. Likewise. The same thing you doing, the same thing she should be doing. Likewise, right? We're equal in our standards of how we should act and how we should move forward. We're equal in that. Ain't that what women talk about, Mataziala? I want to be equal.
Right.
Yeah, you equal right here. You're equal in the school. You're equal in the standard that we have to adhere to. And if we just reading it right here at the beginning of the verse. Keep going.
That they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers.
Right. Seeing right there. Remember when even today women are still false accusers.
That's right.
Talking about a nigga did this, nigga did that, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that, he raped me. Right? And you see it's in here because this is what? Titus. And so this is what Paul is breaking down to him. He's breaking it down to him. And he's telling them, this is, if you a woman in the school, you cannot be like that. You can't be a woman that's a false accuser, because what's going to happen when you're a false accuser? Niggas are going to go to jail. Right. Our people are going to go to jail because you're a false accuser. And you know how many countless cases are out there of women who falsely accuse a man of rape or falsely accuse a man of hitting her, beating her up, or something like that. Right? Y'all seen the thin line between love and hate? What she do? Took an orange in a sock, right? And just start beating herself with it. Just crazy. Just beating yourself in the damn head so you can lie and say that he beat you up. You know, you can't be a false accuser. All right? Read on. And we was having that problem even back then. Go ahead.
Honorable Khan. Not given to much wine.
Didn't they just say that about us too?
Honorable Khan.
You can't be a sister that just, you know, as soon as you get the Jose Cuervo, you just got the spirit to just, sis, let me tell you about some secrets. You know, you can't be like that. As soon as you get the Jose Cuervo spirit, you just want to get with other sisters and gossip about everybody's business. You can't do that, because what will happen? Eventually, that relationship that you set with that sister, right? The relationship that's built on gossip, guess what's going to happen in the end? Somebody say, what's going to happen in the end when you build a relationship? If a sister builds a relationship with another sister and the relationship is built on gossip? Go ahead.
They're going to end up gossiping about each other.
Yes. And guess what else? They're going to turn against each other in the end. Because of gossip. They're going to turn against each other, and you know how I know. You're going to turn against each other because your relationship is built on evil.
Yep.
Right. And because your relationship is built on evil, it's just a matter of time before y'all turn against each other. Right. That's what's definitely going to happen. Because, like you said so eloquently, they're going to end up gossiping about each other. It's just a matter of time. Just give it time to work. All right? Keep going.
Honorable Khan. Teachers of good things.
The sisters should be teaching the younger sisters. If you a sister that been in the school, you got some age on you, when the new sisters come into the school, and the sister be like, well, you know, I don't know about this, you know, multiple wives thing. Don't be agreeing with her.
Right.
Talking about, yeah, you know, I know what you mean. Because I don't believe it. You know, don't be like that. Help the sister to understand that it's not evil if a man has another wife.
Right.
You've been sticking around here for 5 years or 10 years, so you should know by now that it's not, because for sure, we're the only ones that have multiple women.
Right.
This is an ISUBK thing, right? We're the only ones that do that. I think that's what it is, right? Y'all remember when that girl called in to the show and General Muhammad was on there on Crossing Line, and she was like, you know, I like the truth, but, you know, y'all just, you know, I just can't get around, you know, multiple women, you know, I just can't get around that. He said, well, okay, so you grew up in the church, right? She was like, yeah, this General Muhammad. He said, yeah. She was like, yeah. He said, so I'm pretty sure that the pastor taught you that you should wait to have sex right before you get married, right? Yeah. Did you wait? No. So what the hell are we talking about?
Right.
What the hell are we talking about? Because you doing what you want, and surely I'm doing what I want. So what the hell are we talking about? This is no conversation. This is not a conversation, because surely you're doing what the hell you want to do. So why are you trying to tell me that what to do when you're doing what you want to do? You know, that's like what people a lot of times people, they just, you know, a lot of women they think like, well, I'm not gonna be with this dude because, you know, he got another woman or whatever. But yeah, at least he's being honest about it. You can go into the world and nigga just tell you, nah, I'm single. That's it, right? You're like, are you single? Yeah. I'm single? Yeah. Then you have sex with him and you find out he got a woman.
Mm-hmm.
He tell you, you know what? I really like you. You know, I really like you, and I like how we've been dating and going out and stuff like that. But you know, you're a great person. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be honest with you. You know, I'm married. You know what I'm saying? How much does that happen? A lot. It happens a lot. Right? Yeah. You know, it's not. You know, I just want to be straight up with you. You know, I don't want to lie anymore. You know, I got a wife. You know, it just always come out like, and I think that a lot of women, they just would rather you just lie. That's the truth. You would just rather niggas lie to you so that you can just feel good about the whole thing. Because that's what relationships is built on in America. It's not built on the Lord. It's built on the white man's influence of what he tells you what a relationship should be. Right. So our women are just literally out here looking for a knight in shining armor. Who's not going to want another woman, who's just going to just only be in the house. He's never going to do nothing else. And you're going to live until you're 60 years old. And that's that. Like, where the hell does that happen? Because I know when I look on TV, what do I see? Who wants to marry a millionaire? 90-Day Fiance. Love at first sight. I see videos and shows that are built off of dysfunction. Right. Love and Hip Hop. Basketball Wives. Basketball Wives Atlanta. Basketball Wives LA. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Love and Hip Hop Miami. And what do you see on there? Women fighting over the same man. That's what you see. Right. And I guess maybe that's exciting, I guess. It's exciting. Yeah, see? I went through his phone and look what I found. You know? I guess that's what is exciting. But, you know, and the difference with us is that we're just going to tell you straight up. You know what I mean? So, like I said before, you know, you want to be the sister that's what? Could you read that one more time, please?
Kana Wakan. Teachers of good things.
Teach the young sisters good things. Teach the kids good things. You know, teach them good things. Don't let no sister that come in here, you know what I'm saying, for 2 days. You know, don't let her like trick you out of the truth. You know, because you know she been here for 2 days and y'all bonded already because you know y'all just can keep each other's secrets. No, don't do that. Be that type of sister that's gonna say, nah, sis, this is how you gotta do it. You know what I mean? Sis, what you want to do is you want to listen to your man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real sisterhood, not the sisterhood that's gonna start a relationship based off of gossip. Because eventually it's gonna come out and she's gonna turn against you. Keep going.
Kana Wakan. Verse 4. That they may teach the young women.
So what? Look, I did not know they was gonna say that. I knew the verse, but I did not know exactly that that was going to be the next thing.
Right.
Because I'm not looking at the verse right now. Read it one more time, please.
Kana Wakan. That they may teach the young woman to
say it one more time.
That they may teach the young woman to be sober.
To be what?
To be sober.
To not be a drunk. Right? Go ahead.
To love their husbands.
Salaki. Hold on. Is this thing on? All right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I knew, look, Mataziala, I knew the scripture, but I didn't memorize the scripture.
Right.
He's saying it right now, what I was just saying. Go ahead, one more time, please.
Kana Wakan. That they may teach the young woman to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. Verse 5, to be discreet.
What is it? Say that one more time.
Kana Wakan. To be discreet.
Let me look up discreet. Definition of discreet. Oh, that's a definition of discreet. Okay, definition of discreet, right? Definition of discreet is individually separate and distinct. Let me see. Discrete, constituting a separate entity, individually distinct, several discrete actions consisting of distinct or unconnected elements, non-continuous, taking on or having a finite or countability, infinite number of values, discrete probabilities, a discrete random variable. Okay, so what this is saying is that, you know, to be discrete, meaning that you have to be separate, meaning, hold on, constitute a separate entity, right? So when you're in a marriage, right, you want to be discreet, right? You want to keep your issues separate, right, from everybody. You don't want to be the sister that runs the Facebook the minute you have an issue, right? You don't want to be the sister that's going to run to social media the minute you have an issue and make it public for the brother and the heathen in China to know what the hell is going on with you and your relationship. You want to be discreet about it, you know? Like, especially if you were with a man that is an officer in the school. You know, if you with a man, you got a husband that is discreet, meaning, you know, I mean, you want to be discreet, meaning if you with a man with power, just understand that what you say reflects on both of y'all.
Right.
Doesn't just reflect on you, you know, it reflects on the brother too. And, you know, when you look, if you ever want to know about that kind of stuff, just look at the generals, you know what I mean? Look at the captains, look at them and see how, you know, though their wives handle it. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be the sister that's just not discreet with what's going on. Yeah, you might have an issue going on, but bring it behind the scenes and get it worked out behind the scenes. Don't get it worked out like, and don't be looking like Kanye. You know how you look when you do that? You look like Kanye West. You look like Kanye on the line with a bunch of people that's watching you that don't give a damn.
Right.
You're like, yeah, because my kids, you let my kids have a TikTok. Who the hell cares that your kid is on TikTok? You know, everybody just looking at your video just so they can talk about it and make videos about it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's what you were just talking about earlier. Like, so they can make a video about it and just throw it up on their channel of you talking stupid so that they can just talk about it. And people can go to their channel and they can monetize you just because nobody gives a damn about your problems. So just handle your problems behind the scenes and be discreet about it. Go ahead.
Kana Wakan. Chase. Keepers at home. Mm-hmm. Good. Obedient to their own husbands.
That's right. That's how you got to be. Obedient. You know, nobody said that it was going to be an easy road. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what marriage is. Marriage ain't easy. If it was easy, then it would, you know what I mean? Then it wouldn't be no fight in it. You know what I mean? Like, marriage is just is like literally, you know, something that you have to work at. You have to work at marriage, and you have to continually work at marriage. You can't just, you know, think that, well, because I'm married now, everything is just going to be happy. That's what the oppressors talk about. And that's not even what the oppressors really even talking about. That's TV.
Right.
You know how many women leave their husband because they're not happy? Happy. I talked to sisters that was like, I'm not happy. I mean, sisters in the world who said they wasn't happy, so that's why you divorced your husband. Because you wasn't happy? Damn. Well, what was it? Oh, because, you know, we used to date and we wasn't going out every weekend. Because you don't go out every weekend, you're going to throw away a good man because you wasn't happy. Guess what? Now you're going to get with a stranger that's not going to make you happy.
Right.
That's what's going to happen. You're going to get with a stranger that's not going to make you happy. Oh, I'm leaving him because he cheated on me. Now you're going to get with a stranger that's going to cheat on you.
Right. Yep.
That's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You think the grass is always greener when it's not. It's not. Nobody's happy. That is TV. You know, right. Like diamonds are a woman's best friend. Diamonds are forever. You know, they just made that up. Everything that you think is marriage is just not. Mm-hmm. Marriage is a constant work. It's constant work. You got to work at it. You got to find things. You got to learn each other. You got to constantly forgive each other. That's what marriage is about. The constant forgiving. Some things are big, some things are not. right? You had wanted to say something, Salaki.
I was gonna say, Disney has been putting a mark on a woman's head for your ages, and a lot of our women think that when they meet us, they're supposed to be saved from life, and that's one of the major issues of why marriages don't last. Because once they finally get married, they think that life is just supposed to be a magical journey.
Right, exactly. I'm reading a book right now. It's called The Black Man's Guide to the Black Woman. Understanding the Black Woman. It's a great book. Great read. Oh my God, that's why they hated her so bad. Shahrazad Ali, they hated her so bad because she got on there and just revealed all the secrets. Right? They hated her so bad. You want to say something, Tatiana? And you know, y'all can get that book. I'm reading it right now. Oh man, because Western civilization's idea of what marriage is embedded in the brains of our women, and it sucks so bad because we haven't been put in a position for them to see things differently. So a lot of times when women in the world, they get married to a man, they go and spend $50,000 on a stinking wedding, right? Where you just want people there. Just think of how vain that is. You spend $50,000 to just have people there so you can publicly declare your love when you literally been with this man for 5 years. Y'all got a kid together. You know what I mean? Y'all already married. Why don't you take that $50,000 and go and start a business? Right. But you would take that $50,000 and go and put white on like you were a virgin. And your father would go and walk you down the aisle and hand you over to a man like you a real virgin. Right. You had sex with everybody. Right. And he passing you over like you a virgin. Right. No, you're not. And this is just not no knock against the women, but because, it's just letting you know, like, the psychology that they've been putting on our brain. Right. We've been in here, man. It's time for us to wake up and put all that BS away. Marriage is about us forgiving each other. Right. Over and over and over and over again. Being discreet, you know what I'm saying, in your relationship, keeping it between y'all. Right. Right? You get counsel, that's fine. You know what I mean? That's what it's here for. But at the same time, a marriage is about you working at it. You gotta work at it. You gotta give your effort. And if the woman don't want to be in it and she's unbelieving, then let her depart. Right. Like the scriptures say. No, don't try to make a woman just be with you because it's the scriptures. We have to be together. Right. If she don't want to be with you, then just let her roll. Right. The same thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. Right. You know what I mean? It goes both ways. All right, keep going.
Salaki, sorry if I may. I just wanted to add, like, last night I went over this kind of in my class. Like, this Bible, these records are written mostly in the masculine, and the women just have to like. It's not just talking to the men when it talks. Like when they say stuff like I'm gonna give you an example of Ecclesiasticus chapter 2. Verse 1, it says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." Like, the women got to automatically accept these scriptures as if it's talking to them too, even though it's saying, "My son." Like, the women, and when you come to serve the Lord, like the scripture says, "Wives, obey your husbands as unto the Lord." Like, you're serving the Lord. Like, that's your lot. So,
right, but some women don't want to accept it because the Lord that you have is an asshole. That's just it. Your Lord is just an asshole. That's what it is. You know what I mean? You just got to deal with it because you made a decision to marry him. And that's your Lord. Your Lord is a jerk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only breaking this down to y'all because this is the way the general broke it down. You know, your Lord is a jerk. Right. You know? Your Lord is just a brother who just might not have ambition, right? But his sex game was good, so that's made you want to, you know what I mean, be intrigued by it. So you're like, yeah, let me go ahead and see what he up to in the sack. And that's what happened. Now you got to deal with it. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you what we got in here. And this is for brothers in the schools. Like, the generals and the brothers above us is police. They police marriages in here. They police it. And brother, don't think that you're going to just have sex with a sister in school and you just going to just be like, nah, I don't want to do it no more. Nah, you are bound to her as long as you in the school. Right. That's it. You bound to her. And if she's the type of sister that's crazy, call the cops on you, the type of sister that's, going just go crazy, that's your wife.
Right.
That's it. You made the decision. That's why they tell you to wait. That's why when we say it after class, every after class we say it. That's why they say it. That's why Commander John Yohana implemented that 1 year rule. So you can take that time, but we just want to have sex. You just burning hot. And you just want to, you just burning hot. You hot.
Right.
It's like you. All right. Could you keep going, please?
Khan out of Khan. Salakia. This is the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 5. That the word of God be not blasphemed. Verse 6. Young men, likewise, exhort to be sober-minded.
Yeah, so this is talking about the young men. I think I got everything I needed in that one. Hold on, but let me go back. Let me just scan it real quick. I want to see if it was something else I wanted you to read.
Khan.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, I read something.
Somebody said something?
No.
Okay. Hold on, Salaki, y'all. Give me 1 second. I want to pull this one scripture. I'm just gonna bring it up real quick. Salaki. Okay, I'm just gonna bring that up. That one. All right. That's that. Somebody got the Bible. Okay.
We still got that turkey back there.
I don't think nobody gonna eat that.
We gotta do something with that turkey. They gonna need to come in the oven. About to give it the
Okay, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna bring up something. Set. All right. Give me 1 second.
Get that thing right here.
Been Friday.
All right. So shout out to everybody, man. I'm just getting this scripture real quick. They're like, man, I don't want you getting nothing. Just keep talking. All right. So just hold on. I got y'all. All right. Let me see. It's going down my list. All right. Let me see. Could I get let me see. Could I get all right, so let me see. All right, so I can't find it. I'm gonna just go off of what I know. So without some just put it up there. All right, so look, all right, let's scratch that. This is what I'll do. All right, so let me go to Google. All right, so let me get 1 Timothy 4.
Wakana. What verse, sir?
1 Timothy 4 and 1.
Wakana. Go back.
All right, you got it, warrior.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 4, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Spirit speaketh expressly, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith.
Right. There's going to be brothers that's going to sit in here and they're going to listen to everything you talk about by being loyal. And they're going to listen to everything you talking about by being brothers. And their sisters going to listen to everything you talking about by being a sister. But they're going to depart from that faith. Remember, faith is works.
Right.
They're going to depart from that. And they're going to take time to get themselves together. Ain't that what everybody say? Right, well, what the hell does that consist of? Usually just the one thing, just not being here.
Right.
That's usually what it is. All right, keep going.
Giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
Right. So a lot of sisters, when you leave your man, you leave the truth. That's what it is. Because your man is the school. He's the school. Right. Your man is the school. So when you leave your man, you leave the school.
Right.
So, and you read one more time?
You want me to start at the top, sir?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits.
What are those seducing spirits? TV. your goddamn auntie who's 60 and don't have a man. You know why she's 60 and don't have a man? Because she ran away every nigga that came. Your auntie is a weirdo. That's why she don't have a man. That's why she's 50 or 60 and don't have no kids. And she don't have no issue where she can't have kids. She don't have no kids because she's weird. They don't want her to be there because the first thing, as soon as they met with her, she said, I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna play me. I take care of my kids. No, I take care of my own bills. I take care of my own house. Like, nigga, what? I ain't want to be with that. You know what I mean? So you just straight up just crazy from the start. Why? Because that's what she was taught.
Right.
Y'all ever see that? Oh man, it's trending right now on Netflix. It's the story of Michelet. You ever seen that? The story of Michelet and Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre, right?
Dr. Dre. This is what's love got to do with it times 100. Because Michelet, y'all know Michelet, right? Michelet.
Right.
Michelet was with Dre back when NWA was great pop off.
Right.
She did a song for the World Class Wrecking Crew.
Right.
That before you turn off the lights, you got to do it good, right?
Oh yeah.
She did that song, right? She got with Dre. Dre was beating her up, right? Dre was beating her up and whatever. Then she got with Suge Knight, and he was beating her.
Yeah.
Like it was like literally like that movie was horrible.
Yes.
It was a horrible movie. Like it was just like I was like, damn, he's like the new Ike Turner.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she got with two brothers. Like just imagine Ike Turner. Just imagine Tina Turner leaving Ike and get with another Ike Turner. Yeah. Go ahead.
And that movie been out since 2016.
Yeah,
we never
saw it. They just released it. They had to just release that joint because it's trending right now on Netflix.
Right.
What is it called?
It's as soon as it's called. What is it?
Something about Compton.
Surviving Compton.
Surviving Compton.
Surviving Compton. I'm telling you, watch it. I'm telling y'all gonna like it. It's about Miss LA and how she, all her life she got, all the things that she wanted, she just got beat on.
Right. And Salaka, if I may,
if I may, she was actually the one narrating it, so it was from her point of view, because she was the real Miss LA was actually narrating the movie as the movie was playing, and there was the actor that was playing her, but it was what
you shouldn't beat your wife, man. Beat your wife, you just a goddamn weak, right? Beating your goddamn wife, and everybody sat around and watched it. Eazy-E, all of them sat around and watched. Dr. Dre beat her up. And the reason that she did that, there's something in my heart. The reason why she did that song so good, because he was outside in the studio. Like, you better sing that song. And she sung it a little bit. He went up in the studio and it was like, Eazy-E, and it was like, come on, man. Come on. You ain't gonna do that, man. You know what I mean? And she sang that song so damn good. Because and that song is amazing too. Y'all heard that song, right?
Yeah.
I heard that song, right? I was at this show, right? It was at a park, and I heard somebody singing it, something in my heart, right? And I was like, damn, she sound just like Miss LA. And the dude he was like, that is Miss LA. And I looked up, I was like, oh, that is her.
Wow.
It really was her.
Wow.
Singing the song. All right, but keep reading. So I got a little bit off track.
Kana Wakan, verse 2. Speaking lies in hypocrisy.
Right, because this is what the brother that's going to depart. He's going to speak lies and hypocrisies, right? He's going to speak things about the school that's not true. He's going to talk about how bad it is, right? Because he don't have brotherhood. You know how many sisters go? I've seen so many sisters go out and make a God. The sister left the damn school, right? And she put a damn post up that was so long that I just was like, I'm not even reading it. You know what I mean? It was just too damn long. You know what I mean? You just got so much energy to write a goddamn post on Facebook. Right. It's just so long that brothers just don't even want to read it. So nobody's gonna read it anyway. You just doing it in vain. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody cares any goddamn way. Go ahead.
Kana Wakan. Having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. Forbidding to marry.
Well, I think was that it? Okay, so that's talking about the brothers, you know what I'm saying, that leave the truth, forbidden to marry. Let me see, you guys leave the truth. Okay, so that goes into these Negroes talking about you can eat pork. That's what that goes into. All right, so the brothers are going to leave the truth, sisters are going to leave the truth, but you just don't want to be one of those people. Like you want to make sure that you make your election sure. Remember we talked about the parable of the sower? I think that was Tuesday, not last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before. That's what we was talking about. You want to be that brother, that sister that gets in deep in the ground. You don't want to be that sister that's the seeds that's sown, by the wayside. You want to make sure that you tighten this truth, and you know what I mean. And then when you tighten the truth, the Lord will send the increase, right? The brothers, you'll be able to bring brothers in here. Sisters will be able to bring other sisters in here. And then that's how we grow the school. We don't grow the school by just 10 million people running in here. It doesn't work like that. One brother at a time. The Lord will send you a brother. That brother at a time, boom. That sister come, that brother come. You know how many sisters came through here? Like, I don't even really talk on the phone no more. But brothers call me like, yeah, see, I'm trying to come to the school. I'll be like, all right, cool. All right, we got classes, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. But before that, I used to be like, so how you hear about the truth? this Negro for 4 hours on the damn phone, and he never come to class anyway. Well, some brothers are gonna come in this truth, and they gonna leave because they just got weak. You know, brothers left the truth because they just got weak. You know, you see Commander John Yohana holding up this big boulder. He holding it up, and we under the boulder too. You know what I'm saying? We try to hold up this boulder too and move it, but you looking at us hold this boulder up, and you like, I got to get my own boulder. You know what I mean? Like, nah, get under the same one that we already under and help us move this joint. And that's how the truth is. You got to be that type of brother that's going to get in here and not just listen to what I say and just let it go in one ear and out the other. The hell I'm wasting my damn time for? You know what I'm saying? Don't be a goofy. Ain't that what the brothers from Chicago say? Don't be a goofy. You know what I mean? Stay down. You know, don't look at this like just like a school. Look at it like your brothers. You know what I mean? Look at it like your sisters. Look at it as your people. As long as you do that, you'll be good to go.
Right.
Because guess what? Right now, the Third World War is starting.
Right.
And Donald Trump is coming back. That's going to be my prediction for 2024. Donald Trump is coming back. And when he comes back this time, just remember, it's not like, you know, it was going to be the first time. You know, Donald Trump, nah, he's going to rally the white supremacists, who's definitely going to be about their people.
Right.
And guess what? When the economy starts to go bad, integration falls apart. Integration only works when the economy is good. Just remember that, because before I came here, I stopped at the pump, right? I stopped at the gas pump. And guess how much it took me to fill up my truck?
How much?
$81. $81. And guess what? Once it goes up more than that, where it's $100 to go 248 miles, because that's how my car is full at 248 miles. 248 miles, once it's $100, 120, 150 to go 248 miles, that brings out the demon, you know, in the oppressor. That brings out the demon. That makes him, you know, very, very agitated. That makes him like, wait a minute, we losing America. And if it comes down to his kids or your kids, guess who he gonna pick?
Yes.
You gotta be a fool to think that anything other than that.
Right.
This class is about brotherhood and sisterhood. You can't be weak, man. Just know, look, we're going into the Passover. The Passover is gonna be April 15th.
That's
All right, we got everything that you want at the Passover. I'm on the council. You know, we got firecrackers for you. Yeah, you get to see firecrackers. We got the petting zoo. We got every goddamn thing. But just don't make the Passover about you.
Right.
Whatever you got going on in your life, you got 360 days to get back to it. If you want to fight with your husband about having another wife, then do it on the other 360 days. But for the 5 days that you get down there in Cocoa Beach, make sure that this Passover is not about you. Go ahead.
Salaki, because if I get the order, if I get the order to come over there and toss you out, I'm tossing you out.
We're gonna toss you out.
Tossing you out.
Right, we're gonna toss you out the Passover, and we're gonna confiscate your liquor.
That's it. Drink that.
And we're gonna drink it because you can't handle it. And like the general said, you just gonna have to get out the state. The general is going to treat women equally. You are going to get the same judgment that any one of us will get for going into Passover and acting like you ain't got no damn sense. Understand that there's going to be brothers and sisters in there that are trying to shed themselves of the world and that are coming into the school for the very first time. They do not need to hear you on the sideline talking about you don't agree with multiple wives. They do not need to hear you on the sideline talking about sisters' business that you know nothing about.
Right.
Right.
Right? And they do not need to have, because I've seen brothers get bounced out of the Passover. I've seen it. Like, I've seen it. Like, like brother got behind you, like, you got to go. And you know how, like, a brother, like, you know how a brother be like, ugh. You know how a brother pat you on the back? But not like a pat on the back. The brother smacked him on the back, like, smack. All right, come on, let's go. You good? You good? We going. and get you out. And I remember Captain Kahn was like, like, damn, he getting thrown out the class? Yeah. And brothers ain't gonna give a damn. They just gonna look like, because we got glasses on. We're gonna be like, damn, I guess he must have did something.
Right.
And they're gonna put you out the Passover, and that's gonna be that. And I'm telling you, you're not gonna want the smoke. Cause it's gonna be 300 niggas. And I don't care damn what gang you from. They ain't got 300 niggas. I can guarantee you that. So with that being said, I'm gonna turn the class over to Priest and Officer Mataziala.
All right. ISUPK security announcements. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, a teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the heads. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in Hebrew, my Aishara. 10% every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Priest funds, it's a free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory. It's whatever amount you like to donate. Upcoming holy convocations, we were just talking about the Passover. April 15th in Cocoa Beach, Florida. The day after the Passover, which is April 16th, is the start of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. We will have a service down in Florida. So if you're making arrangements to go to Florida, make sure you take all the leaven out of your house, because when you come back, you don't want to be in violation of the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments, which is not having leaven in your house for 7 days. All right. So make sure all your leaven is out of your house before you go to Cocoa Beach, Florida. Because when you come back, we will be in the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right. I believe that's all the High Holy Day. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, Men of Israel, Amajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham, Yajmatah, which means hands down, SARS means turn. Sisters Amajim, we're going to give the sisters a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Atam Ba'Hashem Yahushua. Yajmatah, class dismissed.
That's right.
Y'all don't be fooled by that. How it's smaller.